Welcome back, guys. Listen up. Today I'm sharing a very important boss hunting technique I use. With the positive feedback on Sorcerers from the closed beta test, I expect many of you will be playing that class in OBT. So, as promised before the CBT ended, this in-depth guide is for you, especially my fellow free-to-play players. In this video, I will outline a critical technique for free-to-play players, focused on farming Zeni from boss hunting. While farming Zeni through traditional methods is possible, I will present a more efficient alternative. This is my personal strategy. However, I encourage viewers to share their own practical tips for F2P players in the comments section. Need to farm 24/7, but your device overheats? Want to multi-client a healer for your main character, but only have one phone? Or maybe your phone's too laggy to even play? I've got great news. Introducing UgPhone. Run your games 24/7 simply by logging in through the UgPhone app. Once logged in, you can close your phone to save battery. UgPhone handles all the heavy lifting, so you can play any game without worrying about your phone's capabilities. The game runs on their servers, not your device. Use my referral link and invitation code for 40 free hours of device usage. We all know that boss hunting requires a lot of resources, especially if your gears are not that good. For example, if you have low damage, you need to compensate it with foods, meals, and also wine stone. Sorry, I forgot what it's called. This stone will further increase your win damage in case you are competing with other players. This still not include the potions and other items like panacea and Yggdrasil berry that you need in order to survive. In short, it is expensive, and you might not get the profit you expect if you are buying all your necessities in MVP hunting. This is why I've come up with this technique, so that I can maximize my income from selling the MVP drops. Just to clarify, this technique will only work once you are a sorcerer, since you will need a specific skill for this to work. Nonetheless, you can still be effective in boss hunting even if you are still in professor class. First, make sure to get the Summon Elementals skill. This will be your main source of damage, especially on monsters that has very nasty skills. I know it may sound silly at first, as you can see its damage, but I will explain everything later. After getting Summon Elemental, the rest of the skills you will use is up to your play style. I personally like Warm Breeze skills, since its heal really helps me save a lot of Yggdrasil berry, which is very expensive. For the equipment, runes, and cards, you can follow my guide. I will include that in the description of this video. For pets, I always use Orc Archer Warrior because of its taunt skill. It prevents MVP or Mini from escaping. Another thing to consider when doing boss hunt is the level of your cat mercenaries. Yes, they are necessary. So farm your Eden coins and kitty coins so you can level up their skills. I will make a separate video on how to farm them efficiently. When everything is all set, let's go to our target. One of the easier items to farm is the Time Twister, which you can get from Clock, a mini-boss located in the Aldebaran Clock Tower. This boss doesn't hit that hard, but its reflect damage can be brutal. Luckily, I saved some recordings of my boss hunts, and I'll walk you through my strategy for farming Time Twisters as we watch them. First thing that you need is to unequip all your gears, except for some items that don't give high damage. You can leave your armors equipped on, but definitely not the title set combo, as this will convert your target's element to wind, which will increase your wind's damage. We want the damage of our character to be low, so we can also get low return damage. Next, place your wind shield and your warm breeze. If you upgraded your wind shield in your Acer Monument, it will help you boost your attack speed and give you some damage reduction. Next is the secret sauce. Use Summon Elemental and Summon Fire Elf Igni. Don't forget to bring blue gems. Using Fire Igni, it will give you a Fire Cloak armor, that will make any monster that will hit you gain a burn status. This burn status is also a damage over time effect, just like the poison from Assassin class. I've done several tests on how to increase the burn's damage, but I think it really depends on the monster's HP. Meaning, the higher the target's HP, the higher damage it will take per tick. Yes, this is per tick. Amazing, right? So the idea in hunting this clock is, have a low damage, then back it up with high attack speed using the buffs from Windshield. So even if you have low damage, it is consistent. Then let the monster hit you, so the burn status will take effect. If you have Warm Breeze, use it, so you can save white potions, this way you won't burn your Zeni. I also want to add that after the monster hits critical, meaning its HP becomes yellow, the burn status will not affect anymore. So from here, you just need to rely on your bolts. Not many players have the patience to hunt this during the CBT, so it's always available, which is pretty funny. You can often encounter a high priest or a lord knight killing this in some corner of the tower, since they have a heal and high HP to tank the return damage. Another monster that drops Twister is Time Holder. If you are planning on hunting it, make sure to bring a lot of Panacea and white potions, since it also has a damage over time skill. Not sure if it is poison, but once you get hit, it's guaranteed to take effect. Also, change your pet from Orc Warrior to Obone to give you an additional resurrection, in case Goro's resurrection skill is not available. What you can do is, use Fire Cloak to apply burn status on Time Holder. Once it has burn status, you can do hit and run. Once its HP is low, you can use the Earth Field to prevent its AoE skills, then finish the job with your Wind Bolt. If you think your character will die, use Fly Wing and then heal. Finish the monster once you are ready. If you are competing with other players, just back up a little so they will take the aggro. And that's it, guys. I hope that it will help you in your journey. If you want to know more about other items that has high demand in the market, make sure to watch our future episodes. I will list some of the possible items that you can sell on OBT. If you are interested in our topics, make sure to subscribe in our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our guides. Also leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments,